Hi, I am Coach Maq, and this is my video about Coach Maq. So, my official title is Spiritual Life Coach. I was trained at InnerVision's Institute for Spiritual Development. So, what that means is, as a life coach, it means that everything is grounded in, and the foundation is spiritual laws and spiritual principles. So, I studied those. And what was unique about my program is that for 2 years, I had to learn the spiritual laws and principles, apply them to my own life first, and then I took 2 additional years after that to learn how to support others in applying them to themselves. And so we were trained under the model of I am my first client. So basically, every client that comes into my space to work with me as their coach, they are a reflection of me in some way. So they are dealing with an issue that I have dealt with, or they're dealing with an issue that I'm currently dealing with. So my coaching of my clients is only an extension of me. And so to give you a tangible way of how that shows up is if I have a client that comes in for coaching and that client is stuck and we're working on something and they're unable to move through it. So then what I will do is I'll go to spirit, I'll go to the universe, and I will ask, where's this in me? What's required of me to clear this within myself so that I can support my client in doing the same thing? So that's an example of how I use the spiritual laws and principles to support my clients by first recognizing that I am my first client. So I did 2 years of personal development training and then 2 years of coaching. I started my coaching practice, G String Living, in 2010. And G String is an acronym for Gracefully Standing True, Receiving Inner Guidance. And it's a metaphor for living boldly, living uninhibited, living free, and living authentically as who I have been created to be. I later shifted G-String Living to a coaching program, like it's a program that I offer, and my coaching practice is called MacBelly.com because I added in, I do work with businesses and organizations and groups, and so I have two components of my business now. So the G-String Living side is strictly for individual coaching as well as group coaching. And then I use the MacBelly side to work with businesses, organizations, groups, establishments to support them in conflict resolution, team building, and things of that nature. I am a lesbian woman, and I shifted my focus of my individual and group coaching to really targeting LGBTQ women and getting a relationship with themselves. I went on a sabbatical, a dating sabbatical, where I didn't date or get in a relationship with anybody for about 2.5 years. And during that time, I focused on really falling in love with myself, getting into a relationship with myself. And as a result of that, I wrote a book about how to heal from a breakup with a woman. And that book is currently in the process of being published. And so while that is in the works, I am really desiring to offer individual coaching and group coaching to women within the LGBT community to support them in creating a healthy relationship with themselves. And I really truly believe that there is only one relationship, and that one relationship is your relationship with yourself. And so who you show up as, how you show up, and how you treat yourself is reflected in your relationships. And so I've made it a personal vision of mine to support women within the LGBTQ community in learning how to be in relationship with themselves in a healthy way, to fall in love with themselves. Because if you are in love with yourself, then there's only certain things that you will allow to be in your life, that you will allow to be in your space. And so I am very committed to that. I'm very passionate about that work. And I hope that I can work with you if you are inspired or intrigued by what I'm offering. So I am working in my practice. I am also currently working on my master's degree in art therapy and counseling. So I live in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and for most of the year, and then I spend the rest of the year in Baltimore, Maryland with my partner. And I travel back and forth between Santa Fe and Baltimore for New Mexico and Maryland. I go back and forth. And I decided to do the art therapy and counseling because I noticed that there was something missing in my coaching practice. I was meeting a lot of clients who were really moving forward in a very powerful way with the coaching, but then we would hit a wall, and that wall was linked to a trauma from their childhood or their young adult life. There were some beliefs that they were really holding strong to, and I felt like I could offer more if I had more training. And so I decided to enroll in a master's degree program to be able to receive my license in counseling as well as art therapy. And art therapy is really important for me because art is a very powerful healing modality, and it can support people in really tapping into some emotion that they have trouble communicating, or have a challenge with being able to give words to. And art can really support in getting to that. And I felt it was really important to be able to use that. And I really think that art is an integral component of our DNA, especially if you have African descent. Art is, and being creative is like embedded into the fibers of our being, and being a part of like Western society, we have lost it and haven't been taught how to really use it to support us in generating income, and using it to support us in healing, and just creating open energy flow. And I feel it's important to really bring that component back to the community, especially to the Black community. So I'm excited, and I have been incorporating it into my coaching even before I started this program. And so I'm learning so much, and I'm excited to bring it in now, even though I'm still working on the degree. Um, so I mentioned that I have a partner, and so my partner and I have been together for 3 years, and we have a little boy named Aiden, and he is 2, and he has been interesting and exciting, and my heart explodes with him. And he's teaching me a lot, and really supporting me in understanding love in a completely new way. And so I'm very grateful for that opportunity to mother him. And let's see, I am currently the co-director of the Spiritual Life Coaching Program at Inner Visions, which is the institute where I received my coaching. So I serve on the faculty there and co-direct that program, and we train women or men who desire to become spiritual life coaches. So I just recently accepted that position in June of 2017, and I'm really excited about it because I love to teach. And I firmly believe that women are teachers. And when a woman is given tools and skills and principles, when she learns certain things, what she does is she teaches her children, she teaches her mate, and I'm excited to be able to teach how to coach and how to learn these spiritual principles and tools, so we get more people out in the world learning these things. And I believe men teach too, but I think women, we just have it in our DNA to really teach. So I think that's enough for now. Thank you for watching the video about me. If you have questions, feel free to ask, and I'm sure I'll do a part 2. I'm sure something else will pop up for me after I've completed this video. So thanks for watching. Be well.